Hey everyone, welcome back. What we're looking at here is the ever-loving Thing from Toy Biz. Thing was a member of the Fantastic Four, which was from Marvel Comics. It's a snap kit, and it's got some decent detail on it, but I spent the better part of 4 days trying to tackle the seams that come down the legs, around here on the legs and the back sides, big old seams on the sides of his arms. And I got him to a spot that's fairly decent. I was using these little sanding sticks here to sand them down, getting the crevices, and using the knife to cut back into some of them. And then using the old epoxy sculpt, rolled out some really thin pieces of epoxy sculpt and put it in around the neck joint here, all the way around. The back I didn't touch right here, but it went all the way around. Of course, filled his arms and the joint on his ankle here. As you can see, this one here hasn't been done yet. I just glued that one on, and I need to come back. I want it to dry first, and I'll come back and I'll hit that. And then on the bottom of his foot, you can see that red mark there. That's one ejection mark, and then the other one was on his big toe, which I got most of it, but I still have to work on it a little bit more. The one on his heel, I started sanding a little too early before the Bondo was dry, so I gotta go back and fill that up again. But he's coming along. The most part, like I said, is really the seams and the gaps. Once we get past that, it's going to be, pretty much smooth sailing, I think. So, we'll be right back. Alright, welcome back. The other night, I was taking an old Ben here over to the spray area that I have, and he was perched on the base, just kind of stuck in there. As you can see, he's very oddly shaped. It's not like you put him, how do you put him down to paint him? So I decided to stick him on the base, and as I was walking over, he took a tumble off the base, hit the ground, and his foot popped off. So all of the putty work, of course, is all broken and has to be redone. So I decided to prime him up anyway, even though he's broken, but I prime him up for the rest, and then I'll just have to rework his foot. But typical for my builds, 1 step forward, 2 step back, but it's an easy fix, so it's not that big of a deal. So be right back. Hey everyone, welcome back. As you can see, I'm putting a little bit of color into the Thing. Originally, when we were talking about doing this kit, I was looking at the cantaloupe or the tangerine craft colors. I think I pretty much ruled out the cantaloupe right away. It was just way too light. And then took another trip out to the hobby shop, Hobby Lobby that is, and I came across this Americana pumpkin patch. Right? Pumpkin patch. So that I thought was a lot better, a lot darker anyway. So I figured I'd give it a shot. And I don't know if the camera's giving it the correct coloring and lighting and everything, but from where I'm sitting, this is a really, I think it looks pretty damn close to what he should be. I mean, it's really close. But what I'm finding is he's not all that easy to paint. It's not difficult, but it's not as easy as doing a flat surface either, because you're going across him one way and you cover the outside of the rocks, but you still got all the edges and sides of the rocks that have to be done. So I mean, you're going this way, you're going that way, and you're twisting and turning. But it's pretty decent, I think. I'm very happy with the way it's turning out so far. And it's a satin, and I really like the finish. I mean, it's not too dull, where I'm going to have to either shine it up or dull it down. I think it's, damn if it's not just the right sheen to it. So we're just about done here. And we'll let them sit for a while, and then we'll work on his trousers here, his shorts. If you notice, he was given an all gray primer. I wasn't too concerned about the shorts themselves getting paint on it because they're going to be a dark blue or a blue. I'm thinking probably more of like a Ford blue for his pants. But I did mask off the waistband because if you remember, the waistband's white, and I didn't want to have to paint the white over top of any of the orange because it'd probably show through. So I masked that off and just going to town on the rest. And he's looking pretty damn skippy right now. So let me get this going, finished off, and I'll be right back.
It's clobbering time.